Hi guys!
Hello, hello. We are so excited to have you here on the channel. Thanks for watching this. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment. We're excited to have you.
Yep. I was talking to Clinton about just some different topics that I wanted to talk about, and I think one of the biggest things that we've been talking a lot lately with each other and with our friends has been the 4 temperaments.
We talked in other videos about how important it is to study each other and to get to know each other, and this has been one of the things that has done it for us. This is really recent, probably the past, I'd say probably past a year or so. We started Where We Lean. It's not a personality test. I would challenge all of you listening to go and check it out. Let's dive in.
Cool.
Shall we?
Yeah. Okay, so there's 4 different temperaments. So I'll talk about choleric and melancholy, and Clint's gonna talk about sanguine and phlegmatic. So,
by the way, Charity is 80% choleric and 20% melancholy, and I am 80% sanguine and 20% choleric. So now that she's reading these, just realize you are getting to know Charity if she's reading you the choleric one.
Yes. Okay, so choleric strengths, I'm just gonna read a couple of them, but ambitious, passionate, leader-like, and motivating. Their weaknesses are impatient, unable to relax, uncomfortable around emotion, low on empathy, and too busy for people.
We all have weaknesses.
Melancholic strengths are organized, an excessive planner, schedule-oriented, and detailed. Weaknesses are perfectionist, difficult to please, deeply affected by tragedy, and a person with tunnel vision. So, yes. Want to read the sanguine and phlegmatic?
Yes. Okay, so I'll pick a few. I'll pick the ones that I think categorize me the most. Oh, all of them. Okay, charismatic, outgoing, fun lover, spontaneous.
Fun lover?
Oh, fun lover.
What does that mean?
A lover of fun.
Oh.
Like if I'm not having fun,
I went the other way.
why are we doing it? What's the other one? Oh, a fun lover. Would you say that I'm a fun lover? All right. That's awesome. That's for the next session we have with you.
Anyways, okay, go.
We're gonna keep. A quick apologizer. I always apologize first. Not always, just 90% of the time. And okay, so those are the strengths. Weaknesses. Who likes talking about their weaknesses, right?
Not me.
Forgetful. Too loud. Sometimes too happy. The other is an interesting one. It says not interested in doing things that are boring. Well, who is? That's if they're boring, why would you do it? Self-absorbed. I mean, of course. An exaggerator. Yeah, I've got in trouble for that one. So that's totally me. And then
He's sanguine to a T.
Yeah,
I already did those. You can do phlegmatic.
And then phlegmatic, which we are both not phlegmatic.
No, not at all.
I'll read you some of those. Relaxed, quiet and calm, content with themselves, a steady and faithful friend, peacemaking, curious, observant, an easy friend maker. Weaknesses are sometimes shy, fearful of change, prone to laziness is a big one for the phlegmatic, unenthusiastic, undisciplined, sarcastic, non-participative. Yeah. So I'll just start. So basically, us doing this was pretty crazy because I don't know. It's so interesting. When we were dating, I just thought we were like 2 peas in a pod. We're so alike, and we were always like, "Oh, you're so cute, alike." And as the years have gone on, which is now we just celebrated 6 years of marriage in August. We are very different people, and Charity is very choleric. So we're gonna give you an example. So the other day, the kids got up from a nap, and it was just a beautiful day. We live here in San Juan Capistrano. We're literally 6 minutes from the beach at Dana Point, and it was like 4 or 5 o'clock. The sun was gonna set at 5:30, and I was like, dude, we should go have a sunset picnic at the beach. It'd be so much fun. Charity was already in the middle of making tacos for our dinner, and I was like, you know what, this is gonna be epic. We're gonna do a picnic, spontaneous picnic with all 3 of our children and us. And so literally, she's like, I don't know where you're at, but she comes around the corner, and I'd taken over for dinner. And like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm like, we're doing a spontaneous picnic at the beach. Now, see, I would expect her to be like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so much fun. But cholerics don't do that. Cholerics go, oh my gosh, I didn't have that planned. What time is the sunset at? And is it, how long do we have to be there? And how long is it to drive there? And I'm like, dude, just calm down. Like, it's spontaneous.
Which, first of all, okay, 6 years ago, like, how I responded was like, no, we're not going to the beach. Like, we need to eat dinner, we'll eat dinner, and then if we make it, and the kids, and you know, if sunset will probably be down by then, so we probably won't make it, but like wishful thinking, and I just would have said no. And 6 years ago, that would have turned into a huge argument because I would have said no. Then he is now feeling disrespected. He is feeling like his sanguine side of being spontaneous is getting shot down. He's like, well, I'm not, you know, all these things. Now we're in a huge feud, and we're in a huge yelling match, and then we both end the night and we're just like both pissed off at each other, and it's because we're not understanding each other's strengths and weaknesses. So 6 years into marriage, when I came down and he said we're doing a spontaneous trip to the beach, my response was, well,
initially your response was this. Am I right? You just went, and you could almost just see the teeth marks on her tongue as she was biting it down, going, I'm not going to speak my mind. And you kind of like, but what's amazing is
I've learned to tame my tongue, which we can talk about that in a whole other segment.
But it's so true. And then you immediately went from there to like get the kids ready. You changed Caden's diaper. You put clothes on the Chase to make sure he was gonna be warm enough.
Well, because everything in my head, because I'm a cleric, I'm a planner, I'm a scheduler, I am totally inflexible. So I plan out our day. Like when I wake up, our whole day is planned. If I don't plan it, we have 3 kids, 3 under 3. Like our house would be chaos. Like
it would be.
There's no way
it's a great strength
we would. The kids would have naps, and it would just be literally, there's no way we'd have laundry done and a house clean, and there'd be stress, and there'd be no food in the fridge, and dinners and lunch and breakfast and milk and blah blah blah. So when he says we have to leave, I'm like, oh my gosh, do you know how long it even takes us to get outside of the house? I'm like, there's no way we're gonna make it. Like,
and that's what she would do. She just starts shooting down my dreams. And I have these dreams like, oh, beautiful sunset and the kids on the sand, and we're there on one of these picnic tables, and I'm laying out my little fiesta taco salad that we're gonna have for dinner. And I'm like, and then the kids will run, and we'll bring a blanket, and we'll put the blanket over our laps, and we'll be like, wow.
So that's what goes on in his head.
And I'm thinking this is awesome.
We have
Just
to now make dinner, hurry and make dinner. Now we have to pack it all into individual Ziplocs, Tupperware, then put it in the cooler, get all the ice chests, make sure we have all the plates, all the silverware for all the kids, make sure we have their sippy cups, make sure we have change of clothes just in case anything happens. And then what about Chase? We have to feed Chase. How am I going to warm up his bottle at the beach?
There you go.
There's diapers, feeding, burping.
You thought about all this stuff?
Was cold. I have to get their jackets. Of course I did.
Like, you never said any of this. This is the first time.
In my head, I was stressed out of my mind. I was like, I don't want to do this. Why would I want to put myself in a situation like that?
So here's the thing we've realized. So Charity and I want similar things. She wants to build intimacy. She wants to have experiences. We want to have a good time. And so at some point, you have to let the other person lead with their strengths, because you're gonna get what you want too. You know, Charity's strengths, on another note, Charity's strengths are planning. And so a lot of times I have things I want to get done during the day, and I feel stressed out. As a sanguine, planning is not my strength, right? Getting things done, having a system, being meticulous with my time slots and being time blocking. I want to do those things. I want to be good at them, but I suck at those things. And so what I do is I bring my list to Charity of the 9 things I want to get done that day or more. And I'm like, hey, if you were trying to get all these things done today, how would you do it? And she can sit there and literally within 5 minutes, she can time block my entire day in a way that I would have never seen it. And so I can get what I want by using her strengths. And in this moment, she did a great job, because you didn't say any of those things until literally this vlog. And she just was like, okay. And she got the boys ready. We were actually out of the house in like 10 minutes, which was record fast. We haven't done it that fast since. I knew it. We were at the beach. I had remembered everything. Impressive, I know. For the picnic. And we had a great time, did we not?
Yep.
And you had a great experience.
Yep.
And that's an example of her going, you know what, let's just see how this goes. Let's not take over. And try to just like control it, and because that's what clerics do. They control.
In my head, I'm like, well, this sounds like a great idea. Let's do it when it's planned on the weekend.
It takes the fun out of it.
Totally, it totally does.
But for me, it does. It doesn't for you.
No.
For somebody who's choleric, it's maybe even more fun when it's planned.
Yeah.
Because it's controlled.
Yeah.
Versus it is 1,000 times more fun for a sanguine because it's spontaneous. Isn't that weird? The same activity is enjoyed so much more by somebody, whether or not what their temperament is.
And so it was such a cool moment because when we went to the beach, it was so much fun. Like, we had an amazing time. Like, who doesn't like picnic? Your kids are having fun. They're playing in the sand. We got amazing pictures. It was just a fun memory. And I think if we miss out on the opportunity to bring out the best in one another, then we're going to miss out on so many incredible memories, even though it may be completely outside of our comfort zone, completely outside of everything that we are. I've just realized, like, I don't want to miss out on what could be an incredible opportunity, an incredible memory for our family, for each other, for our kids, and for our marriage. Because in that moment, I didn't think like, oh wow, like this is gonna breed intimacy, but it totally did, because it showed him like, wow, that was really hard for her. Like, he knew me saying yes to that, like, was totally outside of my comfort zone. So it respected him, and it made him feel more love towards me because he knew what a big deal it was for me to go outside of my comfort zone and say like, okay, we're gonna do this. And he's like, we are? And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do it. And he knew like, wow, she did it, and didn't even say like little smart comments about it. Like, it was like, she went with it. And then it brought intimacy for me because I'm like, wow, I should do this more often. I should trust you and allow you. Just be spontaneous and get me out of my bubble, my box of just strict thinking and strict planning, because I do like to have fun. I do like to create memories, but we can miss out on those if we don't allow the other significant other and spouse to, be confident in their strengths. And I think so many times we're trying to play all the roles and we don't understand each other, and we're just miscommunicating. And again, to complete each
not
other,
compete.
100%. And when you do the temperament test, you're gonna learn how to complete each other and really learn how to work well together with your strengths and weaknesses, and really realize why the other person does things, and realize that when they do something outside of their comfort zone just for the other person, what a big deal that is. And it breeds your intimacy even that much more, and it's so much greater, rather than you not knowing and the person doing it and be like, well, I totally did this for you, and then you get into another bickerment because you did this for them and they didn't know, and blah blah.
Yeah, and I just want to add one more thing before we close out, and that is that, and we've been trying to get better at this almost since day one, and that is really write down all the tasks that we have to get done on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis for our kids, for our... I have something here? Do I have something on my face? I literally thought she was giving me a cue. I'm like, oh my gosh, tissue has been here the whole time since I just blew my nose with toilet paper.
No.
It's right here. Thank you. That's not here. That's good. Gotta keep it comedic, keep it light. But so we've been trying to sit down and go, what are our strengths and what are our weaknesses, and what are the tasks we have to get done. So for example, like, I think when our kids are involved in things and they're involved in different stuff, or with church and we have friends coming over and we have stuff we want to get done on the weekend, or with different business things that we do, it's like realizing that charity has so many strengths in the area of organization and time management, and I don't. And so in the beginning, I felt like less of a man, like I wasn't as important in the relationship because I'm not good at planning. And so I think that was a hard pill to swallow, to go, this just isn't a strength of mine. But once I was able to do that and go, I accept the fact that you are really good at certain things that I am not good at, and I could actually let her take that role and take that position of leadership, you feel empowered. I don't feel threatened anymore. I'm like, I have other strengths and I have other things I'm good at. And Charity's going to say, yes, you do. You have things that I'm not good at. Yeah. And as we play to our strengths, we realize our relationship gets stronger and stronger and stronger. We're more effective. We're more loving. We become more understanding of each other. We're more productive. We have less arguments. There's less stress in the home. All those things. Yep. And I'm just grateful. So check out that 4 temperament test and find out what you are, and write your comments below. We'd love to hear it.
Yep. We hope you look, live,
and love differently.